We've just finished up here for a few days in the mountains with Dr. Michele Gunderson at her retreat, Be Heard. I just want to say that if you want to see your life transformed in different ways, on different levels, and if you're not afraid to go there, then this is one of the places I would highly recommend you to be. My life in my journey with Dr. Gunderson so far has been changed for the better. I've been with her in her mastermind program for the last 2 years. I'm so blessed with all the beautiful opportunities that have come my way, the abundance that I have in my life, the friends and the commitments that I've been able to make through the program are incredible. My journey has taken an incredible turn for the better. A couple of years ago, I felt very much adrift. Wasn't too sure where I was going, where life was going to lead me. I wasn't too sure who I wanted to be when I was going to grow up. If that sounds familiar to you, then I would highly recommend you to connect with Michele. Because if there's anyone on this planet to help you see where you need to go and where you can potentially be, it's her.
I'm Sonia Franzman, and I'm the holistic personal trainer for wine lovers. And I've been working with Michele for 13 months. And I just realized today at our Be Heard retreat, and I'm 38 years old. And that's huge. The best year of my entire life. And that's because of Michele. I can't say enough about her. She absolutely helped me change my life and changed who I am. And I adore her. She's a genius at what she does, and she's master at her craft. So thank you, Michele, for changing my life.
I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I am an empowerment leader for teen and tween girls, international best-selling author, and workshop facilitator. I came to this event really not knowing what was going to all happen, but I trusted Michele. She led us on a journey. Day one, I was closed for the first part, and then things started shifting. For me, this event of Be Heard actually helped me to deconstruct old patterns, deconstruct old beliefs, know that I can go forward in business and life, to be heard, to be seen by caring adults, by moms who want their children, who want their daughters to believe in themselves and to find that inner confidence again. Thank you, Michele, for your wisdom and your support. And I recommend anyone who wants help on deconstructing their thoughts and their beliefs and what they say and how they say it to come and experience Michele's work. It'll be a fantastic adventure. And I look forward to seeing you on the next journey. Thank you.
There's a quote that says, "Nobody gets to the Olympics without a coach." And so I've had the privilege of knowing Michele Gunderson for the last 6 months. And what I have learned is that it's about being in my body, trusting myself, and basically getting out of my own way. And that when I show up as being vulnerable, authentic, when I share what is truly important to me, that's when I can be heard, and that's when I can be seen, and that's when I can have the biggest impact in the world. And so if you are someone who is wanting to be heard in the world, then I would certainly suggest that you check out Michele Gunderson at michelegunderson.com. You will not regret it. Best decision of my life.
My 3 days with Michele and the community here have left me with this awesome, full feeling that I didn't have coming in. Over the 3 days, I had a cathartic release, a change that occurred in my psyche and my body, pushing me forward into a leap. I wasn't really sure or ready before that coming in, but as I'm leaving here, I'm starting a new journey where my life is, I know it's going to change. I have a very concrete, trusting feeling in my body that my relationships, my life, my business, my clientele are going to change due to the learnings here, which include that being present, softening, slowing down, opening, and being mindful of all the other things that are going on so that I can be in this moment with myself and the person I'm with. I'm so grateful to you, Michelle. I'm so glad I sat beside you at that weekend or that luncheon we had. And I listened to your message not knowing what I was going to get into, not knowing what I was coming for, but just trusting the feeling. And that feeling is stronger and stronger now. Thank you so much.
I spent 3 days at Be Heard with Michelle. I've been with her for a year, and I realized at this retreat how much I have grown and changed in the last year that I find remarkable. I like myself so much better. I have a business that I'm proud of that's growing, and I have these connections that I never dreamt possible with other people, and I've just begun. So it was interesting for me to sit there and witness others that have come into our circle and are experiencing us for the first time, and to recognize myself in them, and then to see where I've come from that point.
I didn't really know that I was a writer as much as I do now. Since I became part of Language of Yoga, I've gone from just wanting to write in my journals and do a few scribbles at home to actually having a book that I'll be publishing in the spring. And who I am as a person has changed 100% in that whole process. So I've gone from being this person who's all like small and suspicious and like not liking anybody, to actually being able to just be present, be vulnerable, and feel very connected to those around me. And I really want to thank Michelle for creating that experience for me to step into.
I was in Michelle's one-year program. Just say about Michelle is that she's a profoundly heart-centered. In the one-year program, there was a lot of practical teaching that we had. We met often once a week through a teleseminar, as well as a couple of very significant retreats. Each of us had our own journey. I certainly had my own, and I guess for me, I was able to pull together a concert, a self-produced concert that I'd never done before, and it was a hugely creative effort on my part. It was a huge leap for me into the spotlight. The journey continues. The community of souls that are drawn to Michelle are immensely supportive and loving. You know, as I reflect upon what happened for me, I guess it's sort of beyond words, really. It was a very fulfilling year that moved me way out of my comfort zone in a fun way.
My coming to Michelle's event was almost a coincidence. And I say almost because I've learned that when the inner whisper speaks to you, that there's no coincidence about it. I came to Michelle's event not knowing what to expect, not knowing why I was here, but certainly glad that I did. The 3 days that I spent here felt like 3 weeks of deep dive transformation. And I came with a desire to serve, and I left with such a greater vision of who I am as an individual and the impact that I can have on the planet. If you have a whisper speaking to you, saying that there's something more, that there's a bigger impact that you can have, that you want to give something, and you're just not sure how to pull it out, showing up at one of Michelle's events will help you tap in to your biggest self, help you rewrite your story and to see a new possibility for your life, as well as equip you with the tools and the support that you need to step into that vision and create the impact that you're looking to have. Don't miss it.
I came to this beautiful weekend of Be Heard because I am writing a book, and I'm curious to see how I can move forward. And what I discovered is that I've been in my little self. And that's why I wasn't able to move forward with the book. It was a battle, a constant struggle. And so now what I can see is that my big self is going to write the book. And the book will be inspirational through my big self, with my words and with my intention. What I learned from my community here is that I was more afraid of losing my little self because she had built all my safety nets. She had given me this title of being Shauna. And through Be Heard, I am stepping into my big self, and it's okay that I'm leaving little Shauna behind. She's no longer needed. She's honored for what she brought me up until this point, but I no longer need her presence daily in my life. That the big self is taking over, is taking charge.
And I've been working with Michele for 4 years, and I just stepped into my 5th year. And I am so excited to create the best year of my life. Michele's work has supported me throughout my life. The community is amazing. You're surrounded by heart-centered, beautiful people. If you're on the fence about joining, I would invite you to just jump into the fear, and because on the other side of fear is so much more happiness and so much more joy. Releasing the stories of your past is so freeing. I have definitely done that this weekend. I'm ready really to step into my biggest life. I have been struggling with my photography business for years. Now things are starting to unfold in beautiful ways where I get to be all of who I am, support other professionals in getting their gift out there. And I'm really excited for how I can support others, welcoming many of you into this wonderful space.
I attended the event Being Heard with Michele Gunderson. I also signed up for her 1-year-long mentorship. And yesterday night, when somebody was sharing their story, I was discovering the story that is running or not running my business. And I have to say that this discovery is worth the whole investment I did with Michele for the whole year. What I've changed over the past 3 days inside me is that I have now I see my responsibility to serve other people with my gift, but I can only do so when I release my past stories that they don't serve me anymore, or don't serve my business anymore.